Behind every smile lies a secret. Behind every promise, a trap. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Season 2, Episode 16, The Ultimate Test. Previously on The Hook, Ethan faced his most challenging task yet, as Ola demanded he create a deepfake video to discredit a journalist investigating his operations. The assignment pushed Ethan into uncharted moral territory, forcing him to turn to Mark and Amara for guidance. Together, they devised a plan to protect the journalist and use the task as evidence against Ola. But with a strict 48-hour deadline and Ola's growing suspicion, Ethan found himself teetering on the edge, every move scrutinized. Ethan sat in the suffocating silence of his apartment, Ola's last words replaying in his mind. Your next task will prove where your loyalties lie. The ambiguity of the statement gnawed at him, each second ticking away like a countdown to disaster. That evening, another knock came at his door. Ethan hesitated, every fiber of his being telling him to ignore it. But he knew Ola wouldn't tolerate silence. He opened the door to find one of Ola's men standing there, a hulking figure with a no-nonsense expression. Get dressed, the man said gruffly. You're coming with me. Ethan's heart sank as he grabbed his jacket and followed the man to an unmarked black SUV parked outside. The ride was tense and wordless. Ethan's mind raced, wondering if this was it. If Ola had discovered the decoy and was about to end his charade. A dangerous proposition. The SUV pulled into an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Inside, Ola stood by a long table covered in laptops, documents, and stacks of cash. A few of his men worked silently, their faces lit by the glow of computer screens. Ah, Ethan, Ola greeted, his smile as cold as ever. Just in time. Ethan forced a nod. What's the task? He asked, keeping his voice steady. Ola gestured to a chair, and Ethan sat across from him. This, Ola said, sliding a file toward him, is your chance to prove yourself. Ethan opened the file, his stomach churning as he read the details. The target was a well-known journalist who had been investigating Ola's operations. The assignment, create a deepfake video that would discredit her, framing her as corrupt and dishonest. Ethan's mind reeled. This wasn't just about deception, it was about destroying someone's life. You'll have 48 hours, Ola said. Make it convincing. This isn't just any target. This is someone who could bring everything down if she's not dealt with. Ethan swallowed hard. Understood. Back at his apartment, Ethan dialed into another encrypted call with Mark and Amara. He barely gave them time to greet him before blurting out, Ola wants me to take down a journalist. He's giving me 48 hours. This is it, Mark said. This is the kind of evidence we need to tie Ola to specific crimes. If you can document everything, emails, instructions, any communication, it'll strengthen the case. And the journalist? Ethan asked. What happens to her while I'm buying you time? We'll contact her, Amara said. Warn her and ensure she's protected. Ethan, your job is to make it look like you're working on the assignment while giving us what we need to keep her safe and build the case against Ola. Ethan rubbed his temples, the weight of the situation overwhelming. What if he checks my progress before the deadline? We'll provide you with just enough material to keep him satisfied, Mark said, but you have to tread carefully. If he suspects anything, we lose everything. And you. As Ethan ended the call, his phone buzzed again. He hesitated before checking it, the weight of the last conversation still pressing on him. The message from Ola was brief but chilling. Remember, Ethan, loyalty isn't optional. Disappoint me, and you'll regret it. Ethan stared at the screen, his resolve wavering. Each decision now carried life or death consequences, and the lines between ally and enemy were growing dangerously thin. He exhaled deeply, knowing that the clock was ticking, and his next move would determine everything. With Ola's grip tightening, Ethan must navigate an increasingly dangerous path while maintaining his cover. Meanwhile, Monica Reed and the FBI close in on crucial evidence. But a cryptic message hints at a new threat in the shadows. Can Ethan balance the delicate tightrope of trust and deception, or will one misstep unravel everything? Find out in the next episode of The Hook, Episode 17, The Tightrope.